con India y con el Vedanta. También es conocedor del Charaka Samhita y también ha estudiado Este Ayurveda. Él ha estudiado en Kerala. Simultáneamente ha estudiado Ashtanga Yoga. Él nos dio los nombres de los establecimientos y de sus maestros, ¿no?, con los cuales él ha estudiado. Ha estudiado el Ashtanga Yoga tradicional, también el Vedanta y diversos tipos de Shastras. Thank you.
Namaskaram again. And PASHU ඈYURVEDA or Mriga Ayurveda. We know the word Ayurveda, the knowledge of PASHU ඈYURVEda, PASHU, the knowledge of the healthy, a life which can be led with a healthy manner.
Tenemos la definición de PASHU ඈYURVEDA, que es vivir la vida de una forma saludable.
And for every animal, either is elephant or lion or leopard or even birds, even cows and horses, dogs, cats, rats, etc. For every animal, these three dosha principles, the doshas, vata, pitta, and kapha, three dosha principles can be applied or it is applicable.
Sabemos que para cada animal, sea un elefante, un leopardo, el león, un pájaro, para las vacas, para los caballos, para los perros, gatos, los tres doshas, vata, pitta y kapha, se pueden aplicar estos tres conceptos para cualquier animal.
Okay. So here, the principle of work, the principle of mobility, if any movement, molecular movement, even inside the body, is out of the principle of Vayu, and any work, energy behind any work is Pitta. So it is working in the body in the form of liquid form. We already know the digestive juices. Those digestive juices are the basic unit of the energy. That energy behind that is called as Pitta. So it is working in the body in the form of liquids. And the third one is Kapha. In every living being, the structure of the body, from skin to the bone marrow, and up to the whole body, the structure is comprised of Kapha. So in every animal, it is like, see whether it is in deer, that picture we can see. The body structure is made out of Kapha, and the energy behind the work is Pitta, and the principle of mobility or principle of any molecular movement even under Vata. So this is the basic of three dosha principles. Okay.
Tenemos los tres principios básicos en Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta y Kapha. En todos los animales estos tres principios son comunes. Tenemos el principio de Vata, que está relacionado con cualquier movimiento, con la movilidad, está relacionado con Vayu. Tenemos Pitta, que es lo que trabaja dentro del cuerpo, está representado por los jugos digestivos y son la energía básica son la unidad básica de la energía. Esto es Pitta. Kapha es la estructura y esto comprende desde la piel hasta toda la estructura corporal. Todos los animales tienen esta estructura corporal. Esto representa a Kapha en los animales, la energía representa a Pitta y la movilidad representa a Vata.
Okay. Here, nowadays, the word Pitta is translated as bile. Of course, bile is also coming under Pitta. But Pitta, the word Pitta cannot be translated as bile. So there lies the confusion. And as I told you in the beginning, any function in the body, any mobile function or any function in the body is controlled by the principle of Vata. In Charakacharya tells that Vayuhu Vata Tantra Yandra Dhara. Every organ, the function of every organ is controlled by Vata. And the structure of each and every organ are made out of Kapha. And the energy behind that, every organ is Pitta. This should be thorough with a person, then only how the Ayurveda is universal for each and every animal. The principle is same. That we can digest when these three are understood properly. See, I think the picture of or the anatomical structure of a horse. Here, the structure is made out of Kapha, and the function is controlled by Vata, and the energy behind the function is. Okay, is there any other picture of any other animal?
Kindly let me translate.
Okay, yes.
Tal como se había mencionado, Kapha es la estructura, es lo que forma el cuerpo. Pitta es lo que es la energía, mientras que el Vayu o Vata es lo que controla el movimiento. Y todo esto está en cada uno de los órganos. Así nos damos cuenta que estos principios ayurvédicos de los tres biotipos están presentes en todos los seres humanos, igual que en todos los animales. De acuerdo a la imagen, estamos viendo que Vata gobierna el sistema nervioso y el movimiento, Pitta gobierna el metabolismo y Kapha gobierna la estructura. Thank you.
Okay. So with the help of, please show the other picture. Any other picture?
¿Hay alguna otra imagen?
Can you show any other picture of any other animal?
No, no
Anatomical
tenemos.
structure?
Unfortunately, we don't have any other picture of the anatomy.
So when we, in human being, the position of Vata and Pitta and Kapha, Krnabhyo Adhaha, below the navel portion, Vata is located. Locating there, it controls the function of Pitta. In between, here, from here to here, the basic functional headquarters of Pitta is here. And here, the headquarters of Kapha. So when we simply think about a gas stove, the air or the gas is controlled by the knob underneath. So the air is controlled by the knob and air passes upward. And above that the fire burns, and above the fire, we keep a pot to boil the water. Just like that, it is something similar in the body also. Just like in the animals also, it is like that. Only the posture is different. That kapha is here upward, middle pitta, and underneath vata. So for the foot, etc., and for the mobility, the function of vata is there in the foot, forelimb and hind limb, etc. So this also may be understood. Then only the generality we can understand. Okay.
Para comprender las generalidades necesitamos saber las ubicaciones de estos tres humores biológicos. Vata está ubicado en la parte inferior del ombligo y controla los movimientos. Por ejemplo, Vata también es responsable del gas, de los gases. Pitta está en la mitad y es responsable del fuego digestivo, mientras que Kapha está en la parte superior. Y estas mismas ubicaciones, esta misma distribución está en los seres humanos y en los animales. La única diferencia son las proporciones en cada animal.
Okay. So again we can go to the gas stove. When the knob is completely open, the sim is full sim, the flame will be very hot. And if the water is kept on the fire, burning fire, very easily it will be burnt off. So when the function of vata is more, the function of energy, the principle of energy, that which is pitta, will be increased. And here in the body also, the kapha will be burnt off. Like that, in the animal also, the function of vata, pitta, and kapha should be properly managed. Then only the health will be maintained.
Nos ha
Then
dado
only the absorption, assimilation, and excretion, three processes will be in a regular manner. When these processes are regular, the health in the animal also will be well maintained. Okay.
El doctor nos ha dado un ejemplo, nos dice que cuando el agua está hirviendo a grandes temperaturas, el agua se va a evaporar. Asimismo, nos dice que las funciones de Vata, Pitta y Kapha son la absorción, la asimilación y la excreción, y que éstas deben estar equilibradas, deben estar reguladas para conservar la salud.
Okay. So, with the help of this anatomical structure of the dog, here, from here to the head, this portion is of kapha. In the middle, the principle of energy, that is pitta, backside, the principle of function in the body, any function in the body, or why, vata, pitta, and kapha. The mobility of the these four limb and hind limb, etc., are controlled by vata. That's in human being, we have got two legs and we are standing. There is only postural difference. Structurally, it is same. So that is the universalism of the three dosha principles. Okay.
Estamos viendo aquí la estructura de las ubicaciones, perdón, de las tres de las tres doshas con ayuda de la imagen de este animal, de este perro. Vemos que donde está ubicado Vata, que está ubicado en la cabeza, vemos que Pitta siempre es el que gobierna el centro, el metabolismo, y vemos que Kapha está ubicado en la estructura del perro. El doctor dice que en los seres humanos solamente el movimiento es con 2 piernas. En cambio, el animal estamos viendo que tiene 4 patas.
So when the function of the body or the function of every organs are controlled or regularized, the organ will be proper. So that's the principle. It is like that also. When the function is regularized, organ will be regularized and the health will be maintained. The structure of each and every organ is made out of kapha, and the energy inside each and every organ is pitta, and the function is proper functioning is controlled by vata. So when the function is properly controlled, pitta will be controlled, no acidity and no flatulence and no other rhinitis, etc., or sinusitis, etc., and health will be maintained properly. So the function of Vayu should be regularized. Okay, please tell.
El doctor nos dice que el funcionamiento de los órganos tienen que estar controlados, que debe estar todo regularizado. Cuando el funcionamiento de los órganos está apropiadamente controlado, se mantiene la salud. Kapha, que está regulando la estructura de cada órgano. Tenemos a Vata, que es Vayu, que es la responsable de las funciones. Cuando todo esto está regulado, no van a haber problemas de salud, no van a haber problemas de acidez, no van a haber problemas como la flatulencia.
Okay, again to make it clear, here is a picture of a cat, we already know. Here, the place of kapha, in between pitta, vata controls the function of kapha and pitta. Kapha and pitta are immobile. They cannot move themselves. The mobility is controlled by vata. Any mobility in the body is under the control of the principle of vata. In the cat also, kapha, pitta, and vata. The forelimbs and hind limbs, the mobility is controlled by vata. There is only the difference. Again.
En esta fotografía de la estructura del gato vemos también a estos 3 humores. Vemos a Kapha, Pitta y Vata. Kapha y Pitta no se mueven. El responsable del movimiento es en este caso Vata.
Okay. Is there any other picture of 1 or 2 animals? Then it will be more clear, I think.
No
don't
more,
have.
doctor.
If it is
Tenemos
there,
preguntas.
otherwise,
Vamos con preguntas, Mercy.
Okay, we would like to ask you what are the differences between applying Ayurvedic principles in humans and in animals, let's say Nara Ayurveda and PASHU Ayurveda. What are the main differences?
okay. See here, the main difference is in the total system of the body. Here, Krnabhyo Adho Madhya Urdhva Samshraya. Here in animal, the posture is different. That is the one main difference. So there we may have a doubt. So when we are treating in human being, when the controller Vayu is properly regularized, the function of Pitta will be regularized and the function of Kapha also will be regularized. These two does not have mobility. Here, suppose with an example, I may be able to explain properly, I think. Suppose we have got a flatulence or gas problem, stomach bloated like that, and no proper bowel movement or urination, etc., then the appetite will be lost. Sometimes the dullness of the body will be there. So in such condition, here we give a combination of Hingu and Saindhava rock salt, and if that is given in a peculiar percentage, say 1:8 or so, Hing 8%, Hing 8 1 part, and Saindhava 2 parts, and a small piece of jaggery also, if it is mixed and given. After a few times, the plates will be passed properly, the bloating of the stomach will be reduced. And here, within 1 hour or so, you will feel comfortable, and gradually the appetite will be increased. So when we give this the same in an elephant, to maintain the function of the digestive system and to regularize the metabolic function and to get rid of the bloatedness of the stomach, the same combination. Here, there is only the difference is the dosage. One part. See here, the dosage is 20 times than human being. The property of each and every medicine are same, and the bodily structure, Tridosha principle, is same, but the nature of each and every animal is different. That's all. Okay.
Ok, el doctor nos indica que las doshas, tanto en los seres humanos como en los animales, se tratan igual. Nos da un ejemplo. Si es que un ser humano tiene problemas de gas, de hinchazón, o problemas con el movimiento de sus huesos, o problemas para pasar la orina, este es un problema de pita. Por ejemplo, si la persona tiene un problema de gases, él nos indicó una combinación de Hingu, Jaggery y nos dio también las proporciones. Él dice que aproximadamente en 1 hora la persona recuperará, se sentirá bien y recuperará su apetito. Esta misma combinación de remedios se le puede dar a un elefante que está sufriendo de un problema digestivo. El elefante también se sanará con esta combinación. La única diferencia es la dosis. Al elefante se le va a dar 20 veces más la dosis que a un ser humano. En los animales y en los seres humanos, los doshas son los mismos. La única diferencia son las proporciones.
Claro. Mercedes, preguntémosle al doctor Devan, después de que nos explicó obviamente cuáles son las diferencias fundamentales entre los principios ayurvédicos para los humanos, que es Nara Ayurveda y PASHU Ayurveda para los animales. Pero me salta una duda. El concepto de veterinaria moderna habla de una sola salud. ¿Cómo la visión integradora de la Ayurveda ya abarcaba esta interconexión entre los seres humanos, los animales y el medio ambiente hace milenios? ¿Cómo lo hacía?
Doctor, Modern Ayurveda is talking about the concept of one health. That means that right now the medicine is integrating environment, and in human health. How does it work, and how Ayurveda, long time ago, hundreds of years ago, they knew this concept, which is now new for the science.
Okay. I shall try to answer. See, Ayurveda is built on the three dosha principle and Pancha Bhuta Siddhanta, Pancha Bhuta principle. The word Pancha Bhuta has been translated as 5-element principle. And the word element, when we hear the word element, we think about hydrogen, oxygen, helium, chromium, calcium, chlorine, bromine, etc., etc. And we think that there are 108 plus elements. So here, I think we have made a mistake. Pancha Bhuta, this Bhuta is not an element. Here, Prithvi or Earth is the first Bhuta, that which is the basic unit, that which gives the shape, or that which becomes the cause for the mass of an element. Mass of an element, or a mass of a molecule. And up the principle of water. The binding between each and every particle inside an atom is the principle of Deha that comprises under the principle of Jala Tattva. And the next comes the principle of energy, Agni Tattva. It is not an element. It is the basic principle unit. To observe even atomic level with the help of electron microscope, without the principle of Agni, it will not be observable by our eyes. Even though we are seeing the atom, etc., with the help of electron microscope, to observe that, the principle of Agni should be there. And the principle of movement, we know that in each and every atom, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, and they are bound between the nucleus, that which comprises of neutron and proton. So the principle of mobility inside an atom is the Vayu Tattva. So it possesses in a space that is called as Akasha Tattva. And Prithvi, Appa, Tejas, Vayu, and Akasha are basic principles. They are not elements. Each and every element, the basic atomic unit, comprises of these 5 principles. Like that, every animal, the cell will be, there will be difference in the cell, but the 5 Panchabhuta principles in each and every unit of the cell comprises of these 5 principles. There lies the uniqueness of each and every animal, even though up to the smallest like mosquito, etc. Even they also have these 5 bhutas and 3 dosas.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor. For translation, please. Thank you.
Ok, el doctor nos indica que Ayurveda tiene como principios fundamentales los 3 doshas y los panchamahabhutas. Él dice que la traducción de bhutas no es correcta al decir elementos. Panchamahabhutas traducimos como los 5 elementos, pero al mencionar la palabra elementos, nosotros pensamos en los elementos como el oxígeno, el hidrógeno, el calcio, y esto no corresponde a lo que estamos hablando de los 5 panchamahabhutas. Estamos hablando de los elementos. El primero, prithvi, o el elemento tierra, que es la unidad básica que da la forma, es la masa de un elemento. Después tenemos el agua, que es lo que junta cada partícula, el agua o yala. Tenemos la energía, Agni, que es la unidad básica. Tenemos el movimiento, que es Vayu, y que encontramos en cada átomo los electrones que están moviéndose alrededor del núcleo. El espacio que queda entre estos electrones es Akasha. En los animales, en todos los animales tenemos esta misma formación. Encontramos los 3 doshas y encontramos los 5 panchamahabhutas. Esto es lo que hace único a cada animal, desde los animales más grandes hasta un animal pequeñito como un mosquito.
Ok, Mercedes.
Okay.
Preguntémosle al doctor Devan, preguntémosle cómo hoy podemos estructurar la dieta y la nutrición animal desde la perspectiva Ayurveda, especialmente hoy en día, cuando las mascotas suelen consumir alimentos ultraprocesados.
Okay, the question is about the diet for the animals, especially in these times where the poor animals have to eat only processed food. How would Ayurveda think about food for animals? What would be the best?
Okay. According to Palakapya, that which is the authentic text of Hasti Ayurveda, the best diet is pure green grass. And for elephants, enough amount of water, availability of water is a must. Natural grass and availability of water and enough space to walk. Elephants walk at least about 30 kilometers per day if they are in a forest. So they eat not only grass, the small branches of banyan tree and the trees which have got milk. The banyan tree family trees are very fond for the elephant. So for cows and horse, also the best diet is grass and enough amount of water. Okay.
De acuerdo a los textos de Hasta Ayurveda, lo mejor para los animales es que se alimenten de hierba verde y fresca. Para los elefantes, por ejemplo, es necesario que tengan hierba y que también tengan una cantidad suficiente de agua y espacio donde caminar. Un elefante, camina alrededor de 30 kilómetros diarios. Y también les gusta alimentarse de las ramas. Doctor, did you say banyan tree? El doctor dijo el árbol del baniano.
Baniano, sí.
Sí,
Vale.
el árbol del baniano también les gusta mucho a los elefantes y también los árboles, las ramas que son lechosas. En igual situación están las vacas y los caballos, quienes también necesitan del pasto y necesitan de suficiente cantidad de agua.
Ok, Merce, preguntémosle al doctor Devan, ¿cuál sería el trípode clínico para lograr la homeostasis justamente en los animales?
Okay.
Mercedes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I have a little problem,
Okay.
technical problem.
Te escuchamos, Merce, por si acaso.
What is this picture? I didn't understand. It's not much clear for me.
Okay, the question is, what will be the clinical tripod for achieving homeostasis in animals?
Pardon?
¿Cuáles
Once more?
¿Cuáles son los tres aspectos más importantes para trabajar clínicamente con los animales?
Or the question will be, what will be the main features for the health of the animals, for working with the health of the animals? What will be the main features, the more important aspects?
That is what is the features of a healthy animal? Is that what your question?
Yeah, what will be the main features for the health of the animals?
By that, you mean how a healthy animal will be. Is it?
¿Cómo sería un animal saludable? ¿Cómo lograr un animal saludable? Esa es la pregunta, ¿no?
Sí, sí. ¿Cuáles son los
Yeah.
tres aspectos más importantes?
What will be the three main aspects to have a healthy animal?
See, based on, as a man who is dealing with the Este Día Mundial more, based on an elephant, I shall tell. See, a healthy elephant, it will happily take sufficient amount of water, and also the fodder also will be taken and it will be chewed properly. With when it is eating and drinking, when we see them directly, we can understand how far the digestion process is going on. For that, proper observation is very, very important. And whether it is chewing, whether it is whether that animal is taking it with proper care, or whether it is properly moving. Afterwards, we have to see the dung also, whether the chewing is proper or the dung is properly digested. From the smell of the dung and from the smell of the urine, etc. With proper observation, we can understand the digestion or the metabolic process is proper. And when that is proper, he will, or that animal will show happiness from the facial appearance, from the appearance of the eyes, and from the movement of the ears and movement of the tongue, etc. We can understand that animal is healthy or not. The observation is very, very important in animals because they are not speaking directly. Seeing and touch. When the digestion is not proper, if you are touching the stomach of the animal, there will be little more cold touch in the body and some sort of hardness in the stomach or over the stomach will be there. Then we used to ask the Mahar, who is the driver of the elephant, what it has taken the day before and how is the digestive process, how is the dung, how is the urination, how is the mobility, whether it lies in night and sleeps properly. With the help of the Mahar, only we can understand properly the healthy condition of an elephant. Of course, there is very, very important factor in observation also. Okay.
Thank you.
El doctor nos indica que un elefante que come y que toma agua suficiente será un elefante saludable y un elefante feliz. Ahora, es importante la observación. Nos indica que se debe ver directamente cómo es el proceso digestivo. Se debe observar si el animal está masticando, cómo está su movimiento, cómo está comiendo. Se debe observar también el olor de la excreción y de la orina. Así uno se puede dar cuenta de cómo está el proceso metabólico del animal. Si este está correcto, se va a observar una cierta felicidad en la cara del animal, en su rostro. Se va a observar en sus ojos, se va a observar el movimiento de sus orejas. La observación es muy importante en los animales debido a que ellos no hablan. Entonces, para saber cómo está el animal, ellos preguntan a los conductores de los elefantes, por ejemplo, les pregunta qué comió, cómo está su orina, cómo está su excreción, si el animal durmió correctamente. También con el tacto se puede tocar el estómago del animal si es que está frío o si es que está duro. La observación es sumamente importante en el caso de los animales.
Bueno, vale la pena aclarar que el doctor es especializado en elefantes, pero estas observaciones o parixas, evaluaciones se hacen en todos los animales. Merce, doctor Devan, ¿es posible aplicar terapias de purificación, panchakarma o procedimientos similares en animales? ¿Cuáles son las karmas más comunes?
Okay, the question is it possible to apply panchakarma treatment to the animals? What are the karmas most common for animals treatment?
Yes, I shall try to answer, because nowadays to do the panchakarma, the chance is very, very less. But in Palakapyam or Hastya Ayurvedam, or the abridged form of this Hastya Ayurvedam, this Palakapya, that book contains about 700 pages in 4 sthanas. Very authentic book in Sanskrit that has been written by Palakapya Muni in 4 sthanas, 4 sections. Maharoga sthanam, Kshudraroga sthanam, Shalya sthanam, and Uttara sthanam. 4 sections in 170 chapters. So, in abridged form of this one, called Gaja Shastra, that is in both these Panchakarma, that is Vamanam, Virejanam, Asthavanam or Kashayavasti, Anuvasanam or Snehavasti, and Nasyam nasal application of the medicine to nasal passage is properly explained. The medicines used are almost the same as in human being. Fortunately, about 20 or 25 years before, I think in the beginning of 21st century, I think, one other disciple of my Guru, Pumli Nilakantha Namboodiri, called Sri Unnikrishnan. He is an expert in Kalari, yoga, and also he is an expert in Ayurveda also. We together did Vasti in an elephant. One Vasti called Madhutailega Vasti was done. The next day, Ekaiga Prasad, that is another type of Vasti. And the third day also, third Vasti was given. The dosage was 10 times as it was a first case for us. 10 times than human being. For human being, approximately 1 liter is the total dosage of the Vasti Dravya, or the combination of the Vasti Dravya. For the elephant, it was 10 liters approximately, even more than that. After doing this Vasti, doing something like enema per annum, the dung that has been blocked inside and that caused impaction in that elephant. After doing this Vasti, very carefully with the help of the Mahats and the honors of the elephant, of the custodian of the elephant, and also other helpers, we together and our disciples were there, and we did the Vasti. With 10 minutes, and we made the animal to walk for a while, about 10-15 minutes, and the dung blocked inside the stomach was thrown out for about 10 meters away from the place where the animal was standing. Just thrown out with that much force. So the next day also we together did the second Vasti, and the third day also. Afterwards, we didn't have a chance to do, because there are so many obstacles that prevents us from doing it. So from that, we understood that Nasyam I haven't done. Virejanam in a small manner, purgation in a small manner I have done. Even the impaction of the flatulence happened, caused by the eating mud in elephant. That will cause flatulence. Digestion will be disturbed. In such cases, purgative medicines were given, and that was purgated. But we are not getting proper chance because of the, unfortunately, to tell the modern veterinary system.
Dr. Devan.
It is with 1 minute. The Vamanam is little difficult to do. I haven't done.
Okay. Dr. Devan, please, for translation, please. Wait.
Ok, el doctor nos habla de que existe un escrito en sánscrito que tiene alrededor de 700 páginas, está compuesta de 4 stanas, 170 capítulos, y en este se habla de los procesos de panchakarma como vamana, virechana, vasti, anubhasana y nasya. Están explicados en detalle para los animales. Los mismos que se aplican a los humanos. Nos está contando que él tuvo un caso de un elefante al cual junto con su compañero, con su colega, un experto en Ayurveda, le aplicaron diferentes tipos de bastis. Él dice que se aplican a los elefantes los 3 tipos de bastis en 3 días diferentes. En este caso se le aplicó al elefante una dosis 10 veces más grande que a los seres humanos. Al ser humano se le aplica solamente 1 litro mientras que de la sustancia para el basti, mientras que al elefante se le aplicó 10 veces más. Esto fue un tipo de enema. Una vez que se aplicó el enema con todo cuidado, con la ayuda de los custodios, de los dueños y de los discípulos del doctor, el animal caminó y soltó la excreción que salió y alcanzó unos 10 metros más o menos con la fuerza que salió la excreción del estómago del animal. Los animales, él dice que se enferman, los elefantes se enferman porque generalmente comen lodo y esto les causa flatulencia. Dice que solamente alcanzaron a hacer 2 bastis porque actualmente hay muchos obstáculos. Es muy difícil aplicar el panchakarma a los animales, en especial por los conceptos que hay de la veterinaria moderna. Vamana no se aplica en los animales.
Ok, Merce, gracias. ¿Existen hierbas tónicas para los animales, aunque sean seguras para los humanos? ¿O las formulaciones son generalmente las mismas en cuanto a farmacología?
Okay, the herbs for the animals, are they the same as for the human beings, or are there herbs that are poison, are dangerous for the animals?
Eso, que si existen hierbas con toxinas o venenosas.
Please repeat one more.
Yeah. Are the herbs for the humans the same as for the animals? The herb formulations are the same for animals and human beings. And are there any herbs that the animals can be poisoned, can be dangerous for the animals?
Okay. What I understood is whether the combination of the drugs are similar to human being and also to animal, whether that will become in a poisonous nature. Is it the question?
Yeah, is there any herb that the animals are not supposed to have because they may be ill, or it can be?
Naturally, there may be, but in the cows, etc. So with certain examples that can be explained like this. The cows, etc. When this impaction or the flatulence or when the animal is not drinking water and they are not moving the ears and they are moody in nature, in such conditions, we used to give the same medicine, the powders, like a combination of Ashtachurnam, that is one Ayurvedic combination that is given in improper digestion. So say about 10-15 grams will be given with a small piece of jaggery, either in the form of small balls, or they will be kept inside small banana or rice ball. When that is given, gradually the digestion will be regularized. The dung, movement of the dung will become proper. The tympani or flatulent condition will be ruled out. And
Okay.
that can be done, given in horse, even in buffaloes, in other animals also. In this occasion, I shall tell another example in a dog, a small dog. One of my friend patients came with his dog with a totally expanded stomach, and it was moving here and there with too much difficulty. And he asked me to examine. I understood that it's a condition of flatulence or tympani. I gave 1 teaspoon of, sorry, the dosage was less, half a teaspoon of hinguvachati churnam. That's a combination for the flatulence. Powder of hinguvachati. It's a combination of drugs mixed with little water, and it was given. See, within 1 hour, it excreted properly, and with too much excreta was there, and it passed the urine, and it became calm and quiet. So it was the same combination that we give in human being. So but we have to think about the dosage. It should not become high or low. By experience, it can be done in systematic way. It will not make a much poisonous problem. Okay.
Ok. El doctor nos dice que, por ejemplo, en el caso de las vacas o de los búfalos o de algunos otros animales, se les nota, por ejemplo, que los animales están con flatulencia porque no beben o porque el movimiento de sus orejas. Y en estos casos se usan las mismas combinaciones ayurvédicas que para los seres humanos. Se le da, por ejemplo, de 10 a 15 gramos de raspadura mezclado con hierbas y o se les incrusta en las bananas los remedios, las hierbas. Y esto es bueno para la flatulencia. Nos cuenta de un caso de un perrito que llegó con su estómago completamente expandido y que se movía con dificultad. El doctor inmediatamente se dio cuenta que se trataba de flatulencia y le dio una cucharadita de churna hingu, que es una combinación de varias drogas que se usan también para los seres humanos. Se le dio este churna con agua y en 1 hora el perrito excretó, orinó y se mostró calmado y tranquilo. La dosis, los remedios son los mismos. Lo único que uno debe observar son las dosis de acuerdo al animal, que no sean ni mucho ni poco.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Devan. Y the last question.
Okay.
¿Cuáles son las afecciones o enfermedades más comunes en animales domésticos como los perros y los gatos? En los que PASHU ΑYURVEDA ha demostrado resultados clínicos sobresalientes?
Okay, doctor, can you tell us what are the main or the most common illness of the domestic animals like dogs and cats? And if you have any case where you have seen positive results after PASHU ＡYURVEDA treatments?
In cats and dogs.
Yeah, the most common illness in those animals.
The most common as a Vaidyan for human beings, I'm not treating too many animals. Of course, I'm treating this elephant, but cats and dogs, etc. My students are treating. They are sharing the example. When Dr. Priya is there in Thrissur district, And the Dr. Lakshmi is there. She is in Kollam district, Kerala. She has completed MD in Shalyatantra and she is now doing PhD. She treats cows more than me, and also dogs and rats also. Cats. So out of improper eating habit or some poisonous things entered in the stomach, etc. The main thing, the main disease we see is tympani-like thing in the horses. So for them also, the same combination of Kinguvajadi Churnam in a appropriate dosage is given. That condition will be managed. That develops from the improper eating habit, or something they might have taken from outside, those which contains poisonous thing or something. When the metabolic function is regularized out of the combination of that which is seen in human being is given, according to the nature of the animal, will work properly. They are doing that also. They are doing more than me. See, for example, this Dr. Lakshmi treated a crow, to be frank. A crow came in front of her home with broken legs, and she tied as a surgeon in Ayurveda, with a cloth piece dipped in murivana, that is medicated coconut oil, and that was tied to the joint with that which had broken of the crow, and she sent that picture. After 2-3 hours, she didn't see that crow. That shows that it has flew. So the same medicine which is given or used in the fractures in human being is used there. And in cows, when there is temperature or feverish nature, we used to give Gorochanati pill, that which is given for human being in febrile condition. And that can be administered in one of my friends, Dr. Narayan, who is practicing in Bangalore. He practices mainly PASHU āYURVEDA, especially he is an expert in dog treatment in Bangalore. He uses mainly only Ayurvedic medicine. The same medicines that we are using in human being also. So that is possible. The medicines are same, but the animal is different.
Okay, thank you. El doctor dice que él es experto en tratar elefantes, que no tiene mayor experiencia en tratar perros o gatos, pero que sabe de algunos tratamientos que han realizado sus estudiantes, algún colega suyo en Kerala que trata vacas, que trata perros, que trata gatos. Él dice que las principales enfermedades de estos animales vienen porque han comido algo que les causó un envenenamiento, que les enfermó. Y en estos casos, al igual que los caballos, se les da una combinación de Hingu churna, que es la misma que se les da a los seres humanos. Lo que se trata es de regularizar su función metabólica. Nos cuenta el caso de una doctora que atendió a un cuervo que llegó con las patas rotas y le aplicó un tratamiento ayurvédico, el mismo que se le hubiera aplicado a un ser humano. A las pocas horas el cuervo pudo volar. También nos cuenta que cuando las vacas tienen temperatura, se les da los mismos remedios que se les da a los seres humanos para bajar los estados febriles. Nos cuenta que tiene una colega en Bangalore que trata a los animales con los mismos remedios y solamente con remedios ayurvédicos que se les entrega a los humanos. Thank you.
Doctor Devan, le agradecemos
Yes.
mucho su participación hoy en el Día Mundial de la Veterinaria. Y finalmente, la última pregunta, ¿cuál es su visión para el futuro del PASHU ඈYURVEDA en Occidente para los próximos 10 años?
Okay, thank you for being with us today. And the last question will be, what is your vision of PASHU ඈYURVEDA, especially
Yes.
in Western countries, for the future?
Yes, sir. See, just like Manushya Ayurveda, with the same principle, every animals can be treated. So whether it is in Western countries, observe the herbs, those which are available there, and we may have to observe what are the ailments the animals there they are suffering, and the principle of the treatment, principle of the science will be the same as in India or any other world, any other countries. As a person who is teaching this Este Ayurveda from 2018 onwards, about 27, 26 students, 4-5 batches have taught based on Palakapyam or Este Ayurveda or Gajashastra. So many students, they have completed their diploma in PASHU ඈYURVEDA. So we are running one institution, GTNGET, Guruvayur. One trust is there. Under that, these students are taught. I am the principal in charge of that institution. They are getting admitted, those who have got only degree in Ayurveda, BAMS, basic degrees BAMS, or PG in Ayurveda. They are taught with a stipulated or systematic syllabus, online and once in a month offline class. So basing on that authentic books only, we are teaching the anatomy of animals and physiology of animals according to modern veterinary science and also according to Ayurvedic principles. That is taught by my students also. They are also teaching. And a small institution is being developed. So the principle can be utilized anywhere in the world. That's what I understand. I may make mistakes, but what I understand by this small experience is any animal can be treated based on the 3 dosha principle. Whether it is in different countries, according to the atmosphere, the diseases may become different, but the derangement of doshas can be evaluated basing on the 3 dosha principles. So basing on PASHU ඈYURVEDA, what I understand, any animal can be treated.
Thank you, Dr. Devan.
El doctor nos dice que los mismos principios de Ayurveda se aplica, y los mismos remedios se aplican tanto en los seres humanos como en los animales. Nos indica que los principios serán los mismos en India o en cualquier país occidental. Nos cuenta que actualmente allá hay 5 generaciones de estudiantes que han terminado sus PhDs o que han completado sus diplomados en distintas instituciones, que actualmente se están aceptando alumnos que tengan BAMS o PhD en Ayurveda, y se está dando la capacitación o la instrucción basado en los libros auténticos, en los libros de anatomía, de fisiología, tanto de fisiología moderna como del Ayurveda. Nos indica que los animales, el tratamiento de los animales puede ser, es basado en el principio de las 3 doshas, y esto no importa si estamos en diferentes países. De acuerdo a la situación atmosférica, las enfermedades pueden ser diferentes, pero los 3 principios básicos estarán siempre presentes.
At last, shall I tell one thing?
Yes.
The trust leader, chairman of the trust, GTNGE Trust, Guruvayur, is Sri Vasudevan Namboodiri. He is 80 years old. From 5 years onwards, out of interest in the elephants, he lived for the elephants, and he only made this trust, and he have treated till now also. He is treating too many elephants. Out of his push only, I became the teacher in that, and we together work together, and my students also are working. I feel blessed or honored by such an invitation to deliver a few words or to answer certain questions based on Mriga Ayurveda. I feel blessed. Out of my Guru's blessing, only this has been happened. If somebody is there to help, to reveal the fantastic science, is possible. The help with the money may be a necessary factor. We can form a system, proper systematic system, develop a syllabus little more systematically, and develop a degree system, and this can be taught properly and propagated properly. Namaskaram to all, and thanks to all. Namaskar.
Dandavat pranams, Dr. Devan. Thank you for coming for the International Day of Veterinary in PASHU Ayurveda. It's a very interesting topic for a university, Ayurveda UniAyu en South America. Thank you for coming. Gracias, Mercedes, por la interpretación, y los esperamos en una celebración más, en una cátedra más, porque Ayurveda es para todos, donde sea, y para los animales también. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes por acompañarnos a celebrar el Día Mundial de la Veterinaria. Hoy, desde Kerala, en el sur de la India, con el doctor Devan Namboodiri, una de las eminencias en Hastia Ayurveda veterinaria especializada para elefantes. Un abrazo para todos ustedes y nos vemos en una próxima ocasión.
Dhanyavad.